feel like having a healthy snack?
Yeah.
What do you want to have?
Just have some vegetables.
All right, let's take a look in the fridge and see what kind of vegetables we have. Ooh, Maisie, look, I see tons of vegetables. I have some celery. And what else do we have in there?
Carrot.
Carrots. Ooh, what's this?
This is a tomato.
That's a tomato. Now that we went into the fridge and gathered some of the vegetables that we had for a healthy snack, let's take a closer look at these vegetables. Now, as you know, for the past couple of weeks, we've been talking all about how a seed can turn into a plant. We've looked at how we can grow a flower, a bean. We looked at how trees grow. And this week we're...
Maisie and the carrot and vegetables and onion and some vegetables.
So many good things. And this week we're going to learn all about vegetables, how they grow, and what is on the inside of them. Now, we've all eaten vegetables before, and the vegetables that we have in our house may come in many different ways. We might have fresh vegetables, like the vegetables that we gathered from our refrigerator, but you might also have vegetables that come in cans, like this canned corn or green beans. Maybe you even have some frozen vegetables, like these peas. Some vegetables come in a bag as well, like this spinach that we have here. There are all types of vegetables that we might have in our house. Now, even though all of these vegetables look different, they have something in common. They were all grown the same way, and they are all just as nutritious for you. The first vegetable that we're going to take a look inside of is this cucumber. Now, I have half of the cucumber because I used half the other day. So it's going to be really easy to take a peek inside. Now, outside of the cucumber, we notice that there is a smooth skin. And what color is this vegetable? What color is this cucumber, Maisie?
Green.
It's green. Many vegetables that we see are different shades of green.
What's it got no mouth?
Vegetables don't have a mouth, but they still need air, sunlight, soil, and water in order to grow. Let's take a closer look inside this cucumber. So it seems that Maisie has gotten to my cucumber and she was biting it all over. So we're gonna just take a look at the inside of what we have. So what I notice about the cucumber is, well, what do you notice? The outside was dark green and the inside is a different color, right? The inside is more white. Now, cucumbers have seeds inside. Now, I think she got to many of them, but we can see some of the cucumber seeds that are right here. There are little white cucumber seeds inside of this cucumber. What we're gonna look at is this celery. Celery is a delicious vegetable. Celery has this piece right here that keeps all of the stalk of the celery together, and that's where it was connected to the roots in the ground. So this is a very important part of the celery. We call this a stalk of celery. So let me break it off, or better yet, I'll cut one for you. And we can take a look inside. Now, I don't really notice any seeds here in the celery. I just noticed that it's inside. It's very crunchy. But I have some celery seeds for you to look at right over here. Another vegetable that we're going to take a look at is this lettuce. Lettuce is so leafy and crunchy, and it also has this bottom piece right here that we know is where the roots got attached to it. That's what lettuce is a little bit similar to celery, except celery has more of a stalk and lettuce has more leaves. So let's break one off and take a look inside. Just like celery, it's very crunchy on the bottom where it gets white. And I don't notice any seeds. But when I cut into it, just like celery, there's that really crunchy part right there. And this is the part of the lettuce that you would eat. Well, you could eat the whole part of it. The next vegetable we're gonna peek inside is this pepper. Now, once again, I had already cut the pepper and used it the other day, so I only have half of it left, but we're still gonna get a good look inside of this pepper. There are tons of seeds inside of a bell pepper, but you can see a couple of them that are still left over in here, and those tiny bell pepper seeds are small and white. Another vegetable we're gonna take a look at today is an onion. If you take a look at the bottom and you see this part right here, this is where it was connected to the roots into the ground. Let's take a look. Just like I had told you, the onion has different layers. Some is crunchy outer layer, and this is used to protect the onion itself. This is a yellow onion, but there are different colors of onions as well. Sometimes they're red, sometimes they're white. This one is yellow. Now, I already have one cut up from the dinner that I used last night, but I'd like to show you what's inside. Inside of this onion, I don't see any seeds, but I do see lots and lots of layers in this onion, which is really interesting. And something that I can use one of my senses for here that you can at home is it's really stinky. Onions are a pretty stinky vegetable. Nothing else has had such a strong smell, but this has. Now, this vegetable that we're gonna peek inside is the one that Maisie's snacking on right now, and it is a
Maisie carrot.
It's a Maisie carrot. No, it's just a regular carrot.
No,
And
it's a Maisie carrot.
carrots make a really good snack. Let's cut inside this carrot and see what we know. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna notice that this piece right here this is where the leaves were coming out of it. So that's a very important part of the carrot. So we're gonna cut right there and see what we notice. Remember, if you're cutting vegetables, you always want to have your parent cut it with you. So as I cut inside of the carrot, I don't really notice any seeds. The color on the inside is orange, just like the outside. And the last vegetable we're gonna look at today is this delicious red tomato. Something you might notice about the outside of the tomato is that it has this part here. Now, this one wasn't connected to the roots, but this is where it was connected to a vine or the stem of the tomato plant. And this is where it got all of its nutrients from. Let's take a look inside this tomato. Tomatoes come in all different sizes and varieties. This is a Roma tomato, and this is a grape tomato. I'm gonna cut inside the grape tomato just to take a look. What's in there? Wow, what do we notice about the inside of this tomato? What color is it? Yeah, it's red, just like the outside of the tomato, except it's a little more squishy in there. The other thing that I notice is that I do see seeds. Wow, there are tons of seeds inside of this tomato. I would like you guys to go take a look in your house and try and find a vegetable. Any vegetable that you can find. Now remember, you can find vegetables that are in the fridge, in the freezer, in a can. Maybe they're sitting on your countertop. Try and find a vegetable. Take a picture of it for me and try and tell me what kind of vegetable it is. I hope you had fun learning all about vegetables today. It was really interesting to look inside of the vegetables that we have in our home. And we were able to see that some vegetables had seeds that we can touch, and some vegetables had seeds that we couldn't see. As the week goes on this week, we're gonna learn more about these vegetables and learn how they grow.